we have come together to witness the marriage of Henry, Charles, Albert, David, and Rachel Meghan, to pray for God's blessing on them, to share their joy.
The world watched with excitement as Prince Harry married Meghan Markle in St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle almost 1 year ago now. Photographer Alexi Lubomirski was there to capture the official portraits of the royal couple on their wedding day. Lubomirski also took those iconic engagement photos, and now he's got a new children's book. It's called Thank You for My Dreams, Bedtime Prayers of Gratitude. Good morning to you. This is not your first book, we should say. You've been doing this before.
I have done this before,
Glad to have you
yes.
at the table. But I got a little goosebumpy just looking at that video. And listen, Alexi, you were there inside the church. Can you believe it's been a year?
I know, it's been crazy. It seems like yesterday. It was an amazing experience.
Now we're all waiting for the baby. Have they asked you to do the baby photo?
No, you know, the first time I came on the show, I'd only done the engagement and I didn't know about the wedding one, so it's the same situation now. If they call me, it's fantastic. If not, I've had a wonderful run with them.
If they call you, you can figure out a way to get to Windsor.
Yes.
Lickety split.
Exactly.
So let's talk about your book. I love the title, Thank You for My Dreams, and I love the first thing that starts with, thank you for letting us wake up every morning when we feel happy and healthy. I think everybody in this room said that today.
Right.
But you said even for yourself, saying thank you came to you in your 20s. What do you mean?
You know, you notice how your body reacts when you start to feel depressed or sad or angry about something, and I wanted to switch it, and so I started saying thank yous and focusing a couple of minutes onto things I was grateful for. And you immediately notice the change in your demeanor. And the problem will still be there, but you're better in a better space to deal with it.
But then your 4-year-old son heard you.
Well, yes. So in the last decade, my two sons have been watching me meditate and then do my thank yous in the morning, and they wanted to know what I was doing. So I started incorporating them into the practice. And at the beginning, it was a bit difficult for them to think of more than 2 or 3 things to say thank you for. It was usually thank you for mummy and daddy, thank you for my chocolate chip cookies, and thank you for my car, my toy or something.
Right.
And after a few months, they got more and more fluent until one night we were on holiday and they started saying the thank yous and they didn't stop. And it went on for hours. So I thought, I've got to write this down. This is amazing. And so this is actually, I was just a secretary on this job. They wrote to...
So all of these are theirs, yes.
And it's also, they've studied this, and the gratitude before bedtime actually has a measurable improvement on one's outlook in life. So this is now hardwired into your kids' behavior, not just before bedtime, but... In
everything. And it's really about sort of saying being thankful for things that we take for granted every day. So like, for example, it's thank you for your eyes so you can see everything beautiful in the world. Thank you for your legs so you can run. Thank you for your ears so you can hear your loved ones' voices. Just things that everyday things.
No, but this is a very smart little child. Who said this? Thank you for making me patient when I keep trying to do something that doesn't work. Like when I was learning to ride a bicycle and kept hurting myself.
That was my eldest son.
Yeah, that's a very smart thing. And someone else said, thank you for people not using plastic straws.
Yeah, my sons are eco-warriors. My wife, Jada, she has a thing called Eco Shaker, and she is a massive environmentalist, so our sons are hardwired into that as well.
How does that gratitude sort of work in your daily professional life? I mean, your photography is spectacular.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And you photograph some of the most famous people in the world, but it's not an easy job.
No, well, but it's a fantastic job. You know, I mean, I'm so blessed to do what I do. I get to travel around the world. I get to take pictures of fascinating people in beautiful dresses and beautiful locations. I mean, what's not to be thankful for? So
it's true.
Yeah.
And we should say, as we're talking to you, Sky News is reporting that Meghan is in labor.
Oh, right.
Oh, really?
We're sitting here talking
there
to you right now.
Hot off the press.
Yeah, hot off the press.
And how did you find both of them? What kind of parents do you think they'll be?
I think they'll be amazing. Listen, they're just a beautiful young couple in love. They got their heads screwed on straight, and they're going to be amazing. It's going to be very exciting to see how it all turns out.
Boy, we're excited.
I know. Are you still on a high? Because that picture that you took of the whole family with the Queen there, did you really not feel any pressure, any nervousness, knowing that the Queen and Prince Philip are there, and the little kids, and to get everybody looking straight at the camera at the same time?
I felt immense
good on you.
pressure.
Yeah, good on you, Alexi.
But it was, it's one of those things you go in there and sort of fake it until you make it, and I was just saying, right, everybody into the camera, come on, let's do it, and yeah.
Well, if she's in labor now, it'll either be a boy or a girl. I'm hoping for a boy. I like a big older brother. I'm hoping for that. Thank you, Alexi Lubomirski. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for My Dreams is what it's called. It's on sale tomorrow, wherever you like to buy your books. We'll be right back.